was it like being a part of Andy Dick's publicized downward spiral? Because you were scheduled for a show.
So for the yes,
you were scheduled to like go up on the stage after like, you were going to grace the stage.
So for those that don't know, I was about to do a show that was headlined by Andy Dick. He was coming for 3 days for like a weekend. Famous comedian and not canceled person Andy Dick was coming to fucking Tulsa and Broken Arrow for 3 days. So I get on this flyer and the promoter, I'm not gonna name, was like, hey, make sure everybody promotes all this shit. I was like, cool. So I put out the flyer, put it on my Instagram, and I just put a random song on it. And like I had been watching Oh Brother Where Art Thou like that week, so like I had already tagged some stuff with those songs.
Yeah.
And so it was like, you know how Instagram can like give you recommendations of what songs to attach? It was like, would you like to attach Big Rock Candy Mountain to this flyer? I was like, why sure I would. We're dealing with Andy Dick. So I put that song on there. Tagged everybody in it, put the flyer out, thought nothing was gonna happen.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, Andy Dick messages me. It goes, I'll pull it up on the phone. Andy Dick messages me. Keep in mind, it was just a flyer with his picture on it and the song Big Rock Candy Mountain from Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which is like a song from the 1940s. It's like Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yeah. So Andy Dick messages me back 10 minutes later and goes, I don't like the song that you're playing for this ad. It sounds like I'm singing, and that's not true. You should play one of my songs or something that doesn't sound like me is singing.
And I'll sing this part for you.
If you don't mind. So keep in mind, he doesn't like this song because it sounds like Andy Dick. He wants me to pick a song that is Andy Dick or something that doesn't sound like Andy Dick. So I reply, okay, no problem.
Just let me know.
Then he replies, also, have you told Lena about this show yet? Lena being his wife. And then just sends me his wife's phone number. I reply back, Andy, I'm a comic on the show coming up in Broken Arrow in October. I think you're messaging the wrong person, sir. To which Andy Dick replies, okay. Do you know who's putting on the show that I am in? So I send him the booker's information, and he goes, can you remove the song? Because it's still a sticky point that he wants the song removed from the flyer. So I go, I removed the song for you. And then he replies, you can put one of my songs on there. There's tons of them online. So he's right. And we'll just take a little side scroll. I want you to see Instagram. We're just going to create a new post, okay? Just a little sidebar with Lance over here. Just take a selfie of myself. Nice and going. We're going to go next. And then we're going to put some music to it. Browse. Okay? We're going to type in Andy Dick on Instagram.
Put it on the mic.
I want you I want you to see. Do you see how many songs he has on Instagram?
Oh.
They keep going.
So just let me know when to sing.
So Andy Dick has like 200 examples of songs on Instagram.
This was comedy gold.
So I try to go through these and I find one that is just called N-word. And it's not N-word, it's the full word. It's just called that.
Nigger.
That's what it's called. It's so
we're happy and we're singing and we're nigger.
So for some reason, it's available on Instagram. So
that was the part that threw me off the most.
So I attach it to that and I send it back.
Instagram bans so much shit. Put it on the mic.
So I send it back to Andy Dick and I go, does this one work? And he doesn't realize that I'm trolling him with his own racist song. So yes, they'll say that song is available, and I tagged it back with that.
You should have let him say niggers.
And then
I'm sorry to my family that at home that's getting mad. it's funny to me, and you got to be in comedy, I guess, to
So-
understand it.
Then I sent him that, and it's clearly a troll. Like, I'm tagging his N-word song on this post that he had a problem with, to which Andy replies, yes.
He approved it.
I think I'm doing a bunch of stuff, so make sure to talk to either Lena or Tommy. I don't know who Lena or Tommy is, but I found out Lena's his wife.
Could you imagine sobering up and seeing these messages?
And then he sends me Lena's phone number again. To which I reply, Andy, again, I'm a comic.
Why are you telling me who your wife and where your wife and what your wife's phone number is? What is going on?
Yes. So then, to make it even better,
He's just at home. No, you will know.
that was 2 weeks before the show. And then a day before the show, the booker sends us screenshots where Andy's like, I don't think I'm coming out for these shows. I might have a show with Adam Carolla. And it just no-shows all the shows, even though we had hotels and flights and everything for 3 days for it.
People paid for so much. You see, okay, and I want to be famous, but I never want to do that.
In the process of getting those random messages for Andy Dick, I went to Reddit and I started a little chat. Do you see how many replies I got? 96 people posted.
Oh, shit.
So, for those who can't see, I went on Reddit. I was like, hey, just booked a show with Andy Dick. Any advice? Can you imagine, to my great surprise, that 80% of the comments were don't. One of my favorites, though,
He did. He
out of the
thought
96 comments I got on this, was Andy's guitarist replied.
his guitarist says it. The funniest fucking quote of the day.
Let me find it. It's so
What
good.
the fuck was this guy on? Him and his guitarist are on drugs. I will never be high enough to embarrass myself the way this dude did. And I feel bad because I love Ben Stiller. And that's like, I guess, one of Ben Stiller's ex-homies. I don't know if they're still friends. But the fact that someone you once associated with, you have to look at different people saying, fuck this guy. And you will forever remember, you made him famous.
Hey, I'm Sammy Hill. I am Andy Dick's music director and guitarist.
Music director.
Andy Dick has a music director?
What? So
I will be on stage with him as well. Spoiler alert, you guys weren't. We are looking forward to your performance and all the performances that evening and excited to be there. Not excited enough. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Looking forward to a great night and we'll see you soon. Not
I'm
really.
A troll. I'm a troll. I would have so sent him the link too of niggers. I'd have been like, so did you direct this?
So Andy Dick canceled on us.
Being that racist.
Surprise, surprise. I found out through the grapevine that apparently he may be either estranged from his wife or not have a custody.
No, they're separated.
They're separated and there may be a restraining order or something like that.
They're separated. There's a restraining order, and she is actively disassociating with him.
So the fact that he's just sending random comedians his wife's phone number without provocation multiple times is fucking like, what the fuck?
I just want people that may think I'm ignorant from the way I've spoken today. I know law, and that is very illegal, and it does break the confines of that restraining order.
It does. And so I just put out a tweet or a message. I was like, LOL, I guess we got dicked by Andy Dick. I said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Quick Google search. And then the booker was like, I get a message back, and the booker's like, was that really smart to tag Andy in that? That's going to make us look bad. I'm like, you booked Andy Dick.
No, my favorite part about that was the booker told you that you should take it down.
And
all you said was, all right, went in and fucking...
I had tagged the venue and Andy Dick in the flyer that said Andy Dick no-showed on our shows. And he's like, that's going to look bad on us. And I was like, you booked Andy Dick. So I just said, okay, I'll fix it. And I just untagged the venue and just left it up. And I was like, fixed.
He sent it right back to the dude and was like, good now.
Yeah.
And never hit back. Never. And that was the funniest thing to me. It was like, oh, he tried to control the whole narrative. And you were like, hey, no.
Yeah. So
I'm me.
For those that don't know, I screenshot the text with Andy Dick, the entire conversation with the N-word and everything. It's on the Reddit thread right now. I updated because people asked for updates, so I was like, there's 3 updates on that thread. It's on the stand-up comedy on Reddit right now.
Ben Stiller, get your boy.
So guys, check out r/stand-up comedy and hit up your boy Unloading Meat.
I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm loading the meat.